Your lesson essential question is, how can arrays help us multiply? So you're going to be multiplying today using arrays. Last year you learned about arrays, and you learned that arrays have equal numbers of objects in their rows. Remember, rows go side to side, and they also have equal numbers of objects in their columns. Your columns are the ones that go up and down. So looking at this array, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this row. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my rows are equal. Looking at my columns, I've got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So my columns are also equal. Last year you learned how to use arrays to do repeated addition to find a total. So you would have added probably 5 plus 5 plus 5 to get your answer, or you would have added 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 to get your answer. Well, this year we're using arrays to help us multiply. Taking a look at these rows and columns, I know there's 5 in each row and 3 in each column. So I've got 5 3 different times, 5, 5, and 5. So my equation would be 5 times 3. I can count my rows. 5, 10, 15. So 5 times 3 is 15. Let's look at that a little closer. So arrays have equal rows and equal columns, just like we just talked about. Your rows go side to side, and your columns go up and down. If I were to take one out, I would no longer have an array because my rows would not be equal and my columns would also not be equal. So we have to make sure our arrays have equal numbers of rows in each row and equal numbers in each column. Let's take a look at this word problem. Dana keeps her swimming medal collection in a display on the wall. The display has 4 rows. Each row has 5 medals. How many medals are in Dana's collection? Take a look at this problem. I want you to identify what this problem is asking us to find. Okay, the problem's asking us to find how many medals are in Dana's collection. What information is going to help me solve this problem? You probably said there's 4 rows with 5 medals in each row. So we can turn that into an array. I've got row 1 over here, row 2, row 3, and row 4. 4 rows. How many are in each row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 4 rows with 5 in each row. So I've got 5 4 different times, or 4 5 different times. 4 times 5. We know that we can count by 5s because we've got 5 in each row. So 5, 10, 15, 20. 4 times 5 equals 20. So we just solved a problem setting up the metals in 4 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, with 5 in each row. What if Dana rearranged her swimming medal collection and the array had the same number of medals, but she wanted to make the rows and columns different? So we know she had 20. And she had 4 different rows. Well, here she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows with 1, 2, 3, 4 in each row. So she's got 5 times 4. So we have 4 plus 4 is 8. Another 4 is 12. Another 4 is 16. Another 4 is 20. We still have 20 metals. So in this array, we did 4 times 5 to get 20. And then when she rearranged them, we had 5 times 4 equals 20. So what we did was we switched those numbers around. And we still got the same answer. So just like in addition, we can switch our numbers and still get the same answer.